light welterweight contest here, and Leo O'Reilly, unbeaten in 7 contests with 5 stoppage or knockout wins. He's in the black trunks here, up against David White from Cardiff, who's yet to have a victory, but makes a positive start. Well, he's a bit better than that record might suggest. He does have 1 draw on his record. O'Reilly from Bexley, Heath and Kent should be a bit too fiery for him, you'd think, but this is a positive start by White.
Yes, it is. White is pretty strong the way he fights. He looks the bigger man, doesn't he? He looks the size above. He's got to try and use that strength and really pressure O'Reilly to take the fight to him.
O'Reilly, who's trained by Robert McCracken, the former world middleweight title contender, just retired. But I think he's been just taken aback a little by this fast start by David White, who looks as if he's very hungry to record his first win, and it would be an upset win if he did it.
Yes, it would be. He is strong, White. He is pushing forward. O'Reilly, the better stylist, looking to pick the cleaner punches.
Right hand from him as well, and good body punching too from White. It's not quite what you expect when you put your man in with a guy who doesn't have a win on his record, is it?
It's not. Maybe that was just in O'Reilly's mind a bit.
O'Reilly, who's just 21 years of age. White, 5 years older, and might have a bit more man strength as well. Look at him bundling O'Reilly across the ring. He's making it a very uncomfortable first couple of minutes here. O'Reilly digging in the left hand of the body.
But the strength of White does seem to be giving O'Reilly a few problems. O'Reilly maybe not as used to fighting on the back foot.
Just a question of whether White can sustain this, isn't it? Certainly very quickly out of the blocks here.
Maybe the fact that it's a 4 round has given White a bit of confidence that he can sustain attacks like this.
Certainly making the running in this first round. He's been out working O'Reilly, but O'Reilly's having his moments with these body punches. There's another.
He's going to hold those left hooks to the body, take a bit out of White. They seem to be the attacks have just stopped for a second.
Left hooks to the ribs, working well for Leo O'Reilly in the last minute of the round. Good start to the contest, though. I think David White won that first round, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He worked harder. It was a good start for him, pushing O'Reilly back. And O'Reilly come back well towards the end, but that was really just the last 20 seconds.
Don't leave him fire first. You've got to be first, okay? Come on.
White, who's from the Di Gardner camp. His weight incorrectly announced here as 9 stone 6. That was ridiculous because he was 10-11 last time. He's actually 10-3 tonight. Still a lot less.
Yes, it is a lot less, but still looks strong. And there's a good overhand right from White. Just good work rate, looking to pick his punches. Still O'Reilly blocking a few of those. Coming back with some good shots to the body himself.
Will O'Reilly pick up the pace from now on, though? You do wonder. Should he go for his round 2? Remember the white trunks of the unbeaten Leo O'Reilly. Bexley, Heath and Kent, who has time very much on his side at only 21. Good body puncher, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Works that left hook to the body very well. It's obviously a shot he likes throwing.
Just getting a bit busier too. O'Reilly here. He reached successive London ABA finals in 1999 and 2000. He's been in a pro since last September, and now just beginning to ask 1 or 2 questions of David White in this second round.
Yes, a very good right hand there. Just stunned White.
Yes, the glove balance up pretty well too. O'Reilly kept his composure quite nicely, I thought, under that storm in the first 2 minutes from White.
Yes, now this is good, taking his shots well, good variety, mixing up head and body.
O'Reilly very much on the learning curve still, though, and accidents will happen for young fighters on the way through. Happens all the time.
These are good punches from O'Reilly. White hands up very tight, and O'Reilly knows he's got to really bang White round the ribs to bring those arms down.
Yeah, and he's doing that as well. White with the moniker Lightning written on the back of his trunks. I guess that's the nickname he gives himself. Hasn't struck too many times yet, mind you, in his career.
He's still trying to push forward, trying to make O'Reilly box on the back foot.
He's giving it a real go here, isn't he, David White? I'm sure when he's matched properly, wins will come his way. He's not that bad, is he?
No, he's not. He's strong and determined. But, you know, just find a bit out of his level at the moment.
As he keeps getting put in as the opponent. He lost a couple of times to Matthew Hatton, Ricky Hatton's improving brother. Just slapping a bit with some of those shots. I fancy White. That's a good one, the right uppercut.
But he's still working hard enough, White. Giving O'Reilly a good fight here.
It's going to be quite rugged here, Leo O'Reilly. Good atmosphere between the two of them. See that too often, touching gloves at the end of every round.
Well, it's nice, you know, it's business when it's in there, but it doesn't mean they don't have to like each other.
And it obviously is just business between these two. There's David White. He's from Cardiff, incidentally. 6 fights, no wins, 5 defeats, 1 draw. The draw in Hull in February against the local ticket seller up there, Lance Crosby. It was a former amateur international. That's a really good right hand we saw there, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. That one stunned White a bit. He does seem pretty tough, but that was a good one. You just saw a little vibration go through his body there as that right hand landed. He's got a bit of variety, Leo O'Reilly. A good left hook to the body, and then that was a nice right hand.
Here's round 3. There is O'Reilly in the black trunks, looking to make it 8 out of 8 tonight. Robert McCracken watching on in the corner. Robert is very articulate, a good thinker about the business, and might evolve into a high-class trainer. Let's hope so. O'Reilly just picking his punches a bit better. He's only 21. Do you remember when you were 21, Glenn?
Of course I do. Wasn't that long ago.
I thought you were flying Spitfires then, weren't you? Bit marked up around the nose and face. White. Nice piece of work by O'Reilly. 1 or 2 claps appreciatively from the back of the hall.
It's really showing cameos from different things, isn't he? O'Reilly's nice in fighting and a little bit of boxing there.
The left hook is very much his favourite one. It's the one he put Woody Greenway away with in the very first round. Another Welsh fighter. That was back in February. Sweet left hooker. This is O'Reilly. Hats off to White, though. It's been a real good effort from him. Earns his money the hard way. Maybe his management team would like to give him a fight that he's expected to win next time.
Well, he probably likes the competition. He looks like a tough sort of guy.
Yeah, sure, but you don't last long, do you? Being put in as the opponent every time.
No, you don't. He needs something a bit easier. Give him a bit of confidence.
Yeah, he could do with a win. And looks like the kind of fighter who might deserve one, too. Look as if they're relishing the contest. Is it possible to enjoy it in there, Glenn?
if I can remember that far back, yeah, you do enjoy it when everything's working well. But it's not, it's a nightmare, but that's another story.
That's a good body shot, really was, by O'Reilly. He leant back, he gave himself the leverage for the shot, he really planted his feet and dug it into the ribcage, and I fancy that just took a little out of White. He's in love with that shot, isn't he?
Yes, he throws it well.
2 rounds to 1.
Yes, I think O'Reilly the second and third. The first, most definitely White. But it's a good competitive match, both working hard in there.
Of course, he's passed the way of Peter Buckley, as just about every fighter anywhere near his weight does.
That's right.
Of course, it went to points.
Well, he's such a good competitor, Peter Buckley, even now after so many fights.
And then the other corner, David White. I've always got a bit of a soft spot. I don't know about you, for guys like this who have to come in and be the opponent against the prospect.
Yep, that's the type of guy you are. Yeah.
Champion of the underdog.
Yeah, you love him.
The worst things to be in this world. When you support Portsmouth, you learn to be.
You had to get it in, didn't you?
Here's the last round of this. Due to go 4. Quite a nice boxing performance, this by Leo O'Reilly. He's making a pretty good impression, and he's in with a fellow who wants to make an argument of it too in David White. Plenty of grease around the face of White now, because there's a bit of swelling and bruising. There's that left hook again to the body. He's going to wake up with sore ribs in the morning, isn't he, White?
Yes, he is. He's took a few around there, the right side of the ribs. Good shot for Leo O'Reilly.
He's shown a bit of resilience as well here, White. I can think of a few fighters who might have been put away by this constant body attack. And remember, O'Reilly has stopped 5 of 7 so far, which I know this is just early days, but that suggests that his power's okay.
Yes, it does. Lots of terms of that. White is better than his record suggests as well.
He got off the floor in the first round last time out on the Joe Calzaghe Mario Bright show, and gone through to the end against the Dane.
Right hand to the body. O'Reilly.
Right.
Warming up as this contest goes on. O'Reilly looking better and better with every round.
Miss with the right hand there. O'Reilly's covering up well, White. He's still trying to bulldoze his way forward. He looks one of those fighters who just won't accept the script.
Yes, he doggedly wants to try and get something out of this contest, doesn't he?
Looks like O'Reilly's going to win, though. He's been that bit more impressive, classy with his body shots.
Got the barrage of punches from White there. The final one did connect with O'Reilly.
Totally unmarked, though, Leo O'Reilly. That's quite a good sign. It suggests he might not be the sort who gets cut and marked up in his fights. That'll help, of course. Still good effort here from White in the last round. And that right hand, I mean, punch on the nose. Oh, poor David White. Final bell. Furious action for 4 rounds. And Leo O'Reilly makes it 8 wins out of 8. But this time he has to go the distance against the plucky David White, who deserves a bit better. I mean, it's not our job to manage fighters for people, but memo to the Dye Gardner team. How about giving him a fight he might win? He's good enough to win one, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's a lot better than his record suggests, and he really did push Leo O'Reilly very hard there. O'Reilly, just the better boxer, pulled the shots out much cleaner.
What was the margin? We'll find out now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, referee Grant Wallace has scored the contest for White. 37 points for O'Reilly, 39 points. He's still undefeated. Your winner from Bexley Heath, Leo the Lion O'Reilly.
3 rounds
And let's show our appreciation for a very main boxer.